So let's talk a little bit about the courses that you have. What's like the main purpose of that? To teach men how to like be better with women?
Yeah, like I just want them to understand. Like, first of all, I want them to have a like roadmap of just the basics of what to do, what not to do. So many guys just like, they would just stop making the mistakes that they made. Like if they just wouldn't fuck up, they would have a 99% chance of like doing better with women.
What do you think the biggest mistake guys make is?
Over-communication of interest. I would say that is probably like the initial one. They come up, they over-compliment the girl, they put her in a position of like, okay, I know I can have this guy. Do I want him?
They put her in a position of power.
Exactly. And like when, you know, throughout your life, like you're trained to value scarcity. You're trained to value things that are hard to get, right? So if somebody makes something super easy to get for you, you know, and it's very obvious that they want you, the first thing you're going to think is, okay, well, do I want this person? And when you're looking at somebody is like, okay, like I know I can have them. Do I want them? All of a sudden, all their flaws magnify. You're looking for things wrong with them. Let me tell you, when you're looking for things wrong with a human being, you're a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah. And I'm not saying, you know, you have to be like super covert about all, like just coming up, leading with like a bunch of compliments, over communicating interest, chasing a girl. It's just like, it's the fastest way to make it run, you know? So I think that's one thing. I think also there's relationship dynamics. That's a big factor. Guys give away way too much power.
Yeah.
They make concessions too frequently where it's basically like women cheat because they get bored. Like that's why they cheat. And so they get bored when the guy is over available. And I'm not saying you should be a scumbag in a relationship. I'm not saying this stuff, but like when you over kiss her, when you're too available, especially in the initial dating phase, like before you guys are serious or whatever, you're just going to be more likely to run her off. You know, and I think that a lot of guys, they've just been given bad directions. And, you know, an example I like to give is like, if I tell you that Florida is west and I send you west, you're never going to get Florida. You know, it's like, and that's the problem with guys today. They've been given bad directions and you see it, like you see it in the statistics. And also you couple that with the fact that women think that they deserve a guy that's 6 foot, whatever the fuck you are. And, you know, and it makes millions of dollars a year and has a 10-inch dick and is really funny and is this and is that. It's just like, who the fuck, where the fuck do you think these guys are? You know, like even if you find a motherfucker like that, he's got a bunch of options. He's probably not going to want to date you. You know, they want a guy that's famous. They want a guy that's this. It's just like, it's crazy what they think that they deserve. Yeah. And so when you have women that have this delusion of what they deserve because they've some football player, you know, they haven't dated them. They found some football player that was drunk them one night. So they think that that's like what they deserve. And now they're comparing this computer tech to this, you know, 6'8", you know, like linebacker that, you know, like great, you know, it's like this guy's never going to live up to it. I'm just saying like they create this thing where it's very hard for guys to measure up to what they think they deserve. And so the best way to do that is to not chase them, because the moment you chase them, it's going to remind them that you don't have these things that they want. Whereas if they're chasing you, when you're chasing something, you're not thinking about what's wrong with you. You're thinking about how to get it. Yeah. Right. So I think that's a big thing. I mean, dude, like, I mean, you saw it. Like I put in absolutely almost no effort.
Yeah. I listen, I could attest to this firsthand.
And I'm not the best looking mother. You know, I'm like pretty average looking guy. Like I was in good shape, like whatever. But
you know, it's going to sound like I'm glazing because it's maybe I am a little bit, but I was there, bro. You were the most nonchalant dude I've ever seen. And it's like, I swear, because there's like maybe 12, 15 girls there. And they would always try to find a way to be close to you.
It's crazy,
man. It was
man.
so funny, dude.
And because of that, then it made the other ones want to do it. You know what I mean? It's like this pack mentality. You see it on these shows, you know, like you see The Bachelor or whatever. It's like, you know, if this girl randomly saw the guy in The Bachelor in a bar, she probably wouldn't look at him twice. But because those other 19 girls want to fuck him on that show, she's going to do anything to bang him. You know, it's like this, there's pre-selection, there's jealousy, there's all these things. And what I want guys to understand is like all the different attraction triggers, what they can do to make themselves better looking. Because look, as a man, you have a big advantage over women. Women are kind of like, you know, what they're born with is kind of like what they've got. You know, if they're super big boned, you know, if Bertha from Idaho, they're probably never going to be a 10. But a guy can be a 10. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy that's, you know, 5'8" can be a 10 if he gets rich enough, famous enough, you know, gets enough girls that are interested in him, whatever. I've seen it, dude. In college, there was this dude who was like 5'7", didn't have any money, but a lot of girls wanted him. He didn't really care because he had you know, abundance. And because of that, it was like, dude, these girls were like literally like throwing themselves at him because he didn't care. They wanted him more and they were fighting for him. It's like oh, why doesn't this guy like me? They're not worried about the guy that's texting them 15 times. They're not worried about the guy that they can call anytime and that guy's ready to take them on a date. They're worried about making this guy like them. You know, so it's like, there's a part of it that's gaming it. There's a part of it that's understanding psychology. I think that's a big piece of it. And then there's also just understanding how to make yourself more attractive to a woman.